North Carolina native. 10 inches of snow or 10 degrees below zero. You got to pick one. What's it going to be?
I'm going 10 to 10 inches of snow.
10 inches of snow. All right, there you go. Number 3, the toilet paper roll. Is it supposed to go over the top or underneath to pull the next square?
Underneath.
Really? Underneath, not over the top. Oh, wow, okay, all right. Think about it.
It's too much information.
Number 4, back to weather. What weather element annoys you the most? Of all the weather, wind and rain and sleet and snow and fog.
I like to say
what annoys you?
wind chills.
Wind chills. So wind, yep, that's right. Wind is the most annoying of all the weather elements. That is a fact. Number 5, it is, to whom do you go to for life advice? To whom do you go to for life, not basketball, but life advice?
Right now, I go to Lundy. Like I've been, like you said, I've been for 10 plus years now. So I trust in a lot of things that he tells me. I know he wants to steer me or tell me. It might not be what I want to hear at times, but I know it's not. I know he's not going to beat around the bush, and he's going to tell me what I need to know. So
AJ got pulled from the top.
is that the top? Or is that
The roll comes underneath.
Oh, that's bottom, right?
It's a really bad question.
Yeah, blame the question. And the bonus question. The one basketball player, past or present, dead or alive, that you would like to, or would have liked to play one-on-one against and then have a sit down and just talk hoops with. You play him, and then you guys just sit and talk. Past or present, dead or alive, who would it be?
I would have to say, I would have to give it to Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. What would be the first thing you'd ask him? What would you ask him?
What would be the first?
Yeah, what would be the topic?
When you were feeling like the game didn't love you back, what did you do to stay into it? Because Lundy knows Jimmy Butler personally. He has told me a lot of stories about him, about how he just, everything that he got, he had to work for, work for from the ground up. So I just wanted to see, like, when he felt like things wasn't going his way, like, how did he approach it?
That's well said. AJ McKee, our guest. Continuing on here in the Student Union. The week to come, Coach, and we'll talk about the matchups in just a second with the return of Wright State, Northern Kentucky on Friday night and on Saturday. Side note, I'm jumping ahead here, but the game we found out on Friday the 21st at Youngstown is going to be a national TV game. It's going to be on ESPNU. We'll talk more about it next Monday. It's going to be a 9 o'clock local start. That's awful.
Yeah.
That's
way
just
past my
awful.
bedtime.
That's just, that's rough.
It is.
That's rough. But we'll talk. I'll complain more about that next Monday. Okay, so you have Wright State coming in here on Friday night. But like I alluded to earlier, it's a big weekend because it's homecoming week here at UW Milwaukee. Friday, you've got the game. Saturday, there's a Hall of Fame induction, including member of the men's basketball alumni, Ed McKee, and a member of that Sweet 16 team. I know you've gotten to know Ed and a lot of those guys in your 2.5 years here, but special day on Saturday for Ed as he goes into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, a lot of Hall of Fames this week at Wisconsin Hall of Fame tomorrow, and then pep rally with the students, which will be awesome, and then we get to honor Ed, put him in our Hall of Fame, and then honor the team. And really, one of the things that I've learned in my tenure here is that team, and I tell our guys this now, that team's immortal. That team is immortal. And when you look at our fan base, our most passionate fans, a lot of them came out of that era.
Hooked them.
Yeah, and and they obviously Coach Pearl and the excitement that he brought here. But those guys are still super involved. Joe runs our collective. Those guys are always here to practice. There's not a week that goes by that a member of that team is not in our gym. And so they're connected. It's been my absolute privilege to get to know a lot of those guys, and Jose's helped with that as well. He knows all those guys and has known a lot of them for a long time. And that's just a special group, and they changed the university. And we get up every day as a staff, and we come to work, and we give everything we have to try to get our program back to that level, and to do what that group of men did for this university. And we're not there yet, but that is the motivation. I keep on my shelf in my office, I keep a little poster of that team, and they had trading cards that had every player, and the coaching staff, Ed might have been the joker. He probably was the joker, actually, Ed. But I keep that there prominently because that is the goal. That is and I hope that is the future of Panther basketball. That we not only strive to make the tournament, but to win games and to progress through the tournament. And once you get to that Sweet 16, you don't know what's going to happen after that. Oakland gets a little bit of a break last year, and they're in the Sweet 16, and NC State, who they probably should have beaten, ends up in the Final Four. So that's where we want to go. We want to honor these guys. They are immortal, and they're good men, and they're still to this day dedicated to this program.
That's what I was going to say. So blessed to have so many of those guys, and you rattled a bunch of names off, still around. 20 years later, it would be certainly understandable if in 2 decades they all branch out and lives unfold and they're in all corners of the country, and then they reconverge, every 20 years or every 5 years for an anniversary. But you have all those guys, like I said, Joe and Adrian Tiger. He's been every game, helps out with the broadcast on the TV side and things like that. I was going to ask, have you and Bruce Pearl, do you guys interacted over the years in the coaching community and things like that? You guys have a little bit of rapport, I imagine?
We do, and he is he's grateful for his time here. He is proud, he keeps up with everything that we do.
Good.
Like to see him write a few checks, but that's just me. Yeah, he's a Panther, he always will be, and he's still got a lot of friends here, you know, he and Gruber, a lot of Pearl Gruber stories. And, no, that is, you know, he is proud of this university and proud of what they did here, and really set him off on a great career. I mean, he's done well, so you know, vice versa, we're proud of him as well.
Yeah, and he will be a part of, for those folks who are wondering, Pearl will be a part of the celebration on Sunday. Wright State, to the on-court matters in a couple of minutes that we have left, Coach. Wright State on Friday night, Northern Kentucky on Sunday afternoon. We know you guys went to the Nutter Center and behind a great three-point shooting night that kind of fueled you guys to knock off that Raiders squad. How much changes the second time around? I was going to ask you guys this before. Round two with the team, are there a lot of tweaks and changes, or if things went well the first time, it's just, well, let's just keep on keeping on? Or do you change something knowing they may not change something, but then you know that they know that I know that you know that back and forth that goes?
Yeah, all that. I think you've got to watch what you did well, what you didn't do well, learn the lessons, and then anticipate what their adjustments will be.
Right.
You know, they're gonna have adjustments as well, and you know, like we talked about earlier, it hurt us against Cleveland State that I don't know that our guys thought they were as good as we handled them pretty easily here. It ended up being a 7-point game, but it was a little. We had them at arm's length the whole night, and I think they were kind of shocked at how physical and how much better they were at home, which we tried to warn them about, but until you go through it. So I do worry a little bit about Wright State. They scored so well. They're the best offensive team in the league, and then, you know, not only this year, they were 2 previous years as well. So you've got to really guard them, and things did go easy for us there, you know. But we played. Not only did we make shots, but we were awesome defensively. So we've got to have a similar performance defensively, because I think we'll score some points. You know, can we guard that? So
Friday night at Panther Arena, Milwaukee and Wright State. Saturday at 2 o'clock. The Panthers in Northern Kentucky. Hall of Fame is Saturday. Hall of Fame members will be honored on Friday, and then on Saturday is the big 20th anniversary of the Sweet 16 team with all those guys back. And it should be great, as always. Tickets at mkepanthers.com, 414-295-886. We'd love to see you. Coach, best of skill this week.
thanks, Scott.
Thanks, AJ McKee, our guest. Thanks to all of you for being here.
All right.
Thank you for listening.